Welcome back, Chick Chatters. We're back.
Hey.
We're back with Emily again, or for the first time if you're just joining us for the first time. This is my friend Emily.
Hi.
We've been friends for a while, like 8 years, 7, 8 years.
Give or take.
Yeah. We used to work together, and now, we're besties.
Yeah. All right. What do we got today?
So for our story of the week today, this is from Relationship Advice. This is from 110 days ago. It says, my boyfriend, male 28, and I, female 28, are cheating with each other. My boyfriend and I met on our city sub. He recommended my favorite food truck to someone, and I left a comment saying something along the lines of, you shouldn't tell people about it. They'll get too popular and jack up their prices, which they did eventually, but then got shut down due to COVID. He sent me a message saying that it seemed like we had a lot in common. I looked at his profile and we really did. It was uncanny. We chatted for a while and decided to meet in person. That was 4 years ago, and we have been together ever since. I stopped using my old Reddit account after we got together because I liked my Reddit to be private. He never mentioned it and I never brought it up. For the last 6 months, I had been talking to a guy I met on Reddit. I'm not proud of this, but our conversation started getting slightly flirty, but never really crossed the line until a couple days ago. He sent me a picture of his dick, and I almost instantly recognized it. I asked for a face picture, and sure enough, it was my boyfriend. While we were chatting, he said he was single, but I always maintained that I had a boyfriend. I am not sure how to feel about this. I told my sister, female 33, who thinks this is hilarious and says that I should just take it as a sign that we're meant to be. I just can't help but think that this is not the way it should be, that our relationship obviously has some fundamental issues if we both feel the need to look outside of it. He still doesn't know that I know, and I'm so confused and I have no idea where to go from here. The way I see it is I have 3 options. First, I could keep the chat going and see how far he takes it before confronting him. Second, I could tell him it was me and laugh it off. Or third, I could tell him and suggest couples counseling. I'm not sure if this even counts as cheating. Any advice on how I should move forward from here would be much appreciated.
Those are her 3 options. Couples counseling. Okay, your boyfriend sent someone a pic. And how do you recognize it? Are there bumps on there? Like, how do you, she didn't even say she recognized the room, like his fingers. Like, I recognize that. That's crazy.
Oh my God, that's so good.
I would get rid of him. Like, I would not want my man sending pictures of his private parts to other women. Like,
and he has been saying that he's single. He wasn't saying, she said she had a boyfriend and things got flirty. That's whatever, bad enough. But he's been saying he's single and he's sending pictures of himself. I mean, he's the one escalating this.
Yep.
Like, can she be mad at the same time because they're both
doing the same thing? I think she is having conversations with men that are flirty. I think that that's like really closely touching the line. It's obviously not appropriate. She makes the same point. We're both looking outside of our relationship for something. Yeah. But she is having conversations with people. She's receiving pictures. She didn't ask for these pictures. She didn't ask for this to be escalated. I think she's doing something wrong, but I think she absolutely has a right to be upset because he's doing a lot more. He's also lying about his current situation, and she's not lying. She's just being herself, and that made him like her, which is a good sign for their relationship. I do think this is something they can move past, and I kind of agree with her sister. I think it might be a sign that they should be together.
It's kind of funny.
Even though I think you disagree with that.
No, I don't. But also, too, like, she was seeking maybe like an emotional relationship, which is kind of worse if you think about it than like a one, you know? Because emotional can turn into like actual like long-term cheating, dating instead of like just like a one-night stand.
And who knows what she would have done with the pic if it wasn't a dick she knew. So who knows? I mean, again, nobody's innocent here by any means.
No.
I do think it's a little bit comical though that they're talking to each other. I think they could work it out if they were able to just all of a sudden be really honest with each other overnight. But honestly, they're not honest with each other right now.
Picture, I don't want to receive
I
that.
agree.
Like,
Completely.
Yeah.
it's like creepy in a way.
Mm-hmm.
And like, did you send that same picture to your girlfriend?
That's maybe why she recognizes it.
Yeah, she might have the same
Got that.
picture. I feel like guys reuse like the same
Laugh
5
at it.
pictures like their whole life.
They
Are
do.
they good?
I mean, that's a sticky situation. It could go either way. She could pick any option. I think option number 1 is ugly, to continue talking to see where it goes, because she knows now something that he doesn't know. And I think she will probably bait him now to say and do worse things. And I think that just turns ugly. So I don't recommend option number 1.
Option number 1,
That's a no.
The next option, she said she could tell him it was her and laugh about it and just like laugh it off.
But it's not funny.
It's not
Laugh
funny.
it off. Your
Because
relationship's gonna
I think
be
because
weird.
her sister thought it was funny and just to laugh it off and be like, well, y'all deserve each other.
It's funny
know?
when it's not you, but if
Yeah.
this is you cannot just be like, oh, that's me, by the way, and not have a discussion about it. There's something real that's wrong going on in this relationship.
Because now
Yeah.
you're lying. Like, that makes this
Yeah.
whole thing like an even bigger, like twisted web.
It's
Like,
weird.
it's
Yeah.
weird to me.
It's weird.
But if they
Now-
can get past the fact that they both want to maybe experiment with other people, that's fine. People do that all the time. But to not have like a conversation about it, to me, is weird. And I
Yeah.
just feel like that leads to nothing but like a crappy relationship.
Yeah.
No trust.
Yeah.
Girl, you need a couple more options. Couples therapy maybe will help you, but
Right. Maybe if they could work on their trust, obviously, and their communication and couples therapy. I guess it all depends on if they feel like it's worth it. I don't know how long. Did it say how long they've been together?
It doesn't say how long they've been together. I'm about to look down in the comments. So somebody commented and the OP commented back. It said, Jesus, this is exactly like the Pina Colada song, only with a pic. It's up for you to know how to proceed, but remember, you're not exactly innocent either. It's like the pot calling the kettle black. I love the irony. And then she responded by, yes, the Pina Colada joke has been made. I can sort of see the humor in the situation, but some actual advice would also be appreciated. I am super ashamed of my actions.
Oh,
he's not.
right. He's not.
Yeah.
I'd love to know, like, I'd love to get a little bit of color of how this guy is currently acting, because I doubt he is ashamed of his actions, and he's probably just like hopping around the house and going.
How many other girls are you sending that pic to?
So true. So
Yeah.
But also too, like, that girl shouldn't be talking to someone else. Like, once it got flirty, that's like a red flag. You need to cut that conversation, not talk to that person if you respect your partner enough.
yeah.
That's true.
Otherwise, like, you're just messing around.
Mm-hmm.
And he is too.
Yeah.
So they're both in the wrong, I feel.
Yeah, I mean, the pic probably was unsolicited, but I'm sure not sent like just out of the blue during platonic conversation.
Yeah, and like you guys said too, like, what if it, like, her boyfriend sending that picture? Like, what would she have sent back? You know?
Yeah.
She could have reacted totally different.
Like, maybe that would have turned her on, because
Yeah.
obviously there's
They were
something going
flirting.
on in their relationship where they both
Right.
need to like reach out to other people. Emotional
Yeah.
support or physical
Something.
support, I guess.
they were looking for something.
Yeah.
We're both looking for.
You know
For
what though?
something.
I bet they're both about to be shook that this is what went on. I would love to have a recorded version of her telling him, "This is me."
And I would love to read the conversations, like their chit chat, like that they
Yeah.
were commenting to each other, like, how flirty did it get?
Yeah.
Did she cross the line? Like, there's a lot like that we don't know.
And how fast did it escalate? Like how long they've been doing this for? It's not really that clear how long they've been together and how long they've been doing this for.
For like a year, like that's
Yeah.
a relationship.
Oh,
You know?
definitely. Yeah.
So there's one other comment that OP replies to, but the comment says, kind of weird suggestion. It says, I'd suggest sending him nudes too, but no face. And just like that, the ball is in his court. His reaction could clue you in. If you are writing a Wattpad story, I'd recommend going with the he discovered your new Reddit and was messing with you. The OP responded with, haven't thought of Wattpad in a hot minute. What would a good reaction be? I don't know what that commenter was on, but that's a horrible idea. Don't do that. Don't send nudes without your face.
Go to google.com and find one. Someone already has a nude photo on there.
Yeah.
Like copy and paste it. Don't put your body out there, girl. Because also too, just like you recognized his isn't he going to recognize like whatever you sent him?
I think that's the person's point. But like that person is like a fan of rolling the dice. Like that's just, I'm not trying to put the ball in somebody else's court. If you know that information, you want to be in control of that information. You don't want to be put in your. What if she sends a picture of herself and he gets mad and they break up and then he just has this picture now? So no.
That's what I mean. Like that's why I like go to google.com and like grab one.
Yeah,
like I guess because if that ever happened to me, I might want to play Nancy Drew. As we keep talking about it, it's like if I was in that situation, I might be like, okay. Let's figure out what you're going to do. But really, she's guilty too for even letting it get to that point that he felt comfortable enough to send her a dick pic, you know, regardless of if she asked for it or not. Like,
yeah, it's all bad. This is
all bad. It's all bad.
I just think that commenter wanted a really spicy edit. So they were really hoping that they were going to do something wild to get a spicy edit.
Yeah, that was not a good piece of advice. That person should not give advice.
Yeah, they wanted her to come back with an update that was just off the wall.
Is there any update?
No, I think the comments kind of discouraged her because it was mainly pina colada jokes. And
what is the pina colada? I don't know that.
Like getting caught in the rain.
Pina colada. Getting caught in
But what does that have to do with?
I don't get it either.
I think it's about a cheating situation where the people.
It totally is. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, it's about a cheating situation, I think, where they just ended up with each other. Yeah.
I think it is. Okay, yeah. Well, yeah, maybe it will work out. I mean, that's one of the most popular songs ever.
Definitely Caught in the Rain, though.
Yeah. They are, yeah. Right now,
that's a storm, I feel like.
It is currently in storm situation. Yeah. So if they can get pina coladas out of a storm, I think they are a good match.
We praise you. Yep.
But otherwise, they're probably not.
Maybe it's just time to move on.
Yeah, maybe it is. It's either move on, I guess, or go to therapy. That's the third option. Really is the only real option if you're trying to stay with this person is try to figure out what happened here. Like obviously, maybe there's something missing. Definitely. And if it's a newer relationship, then maybe just enjoy your life and find somebody that you don't really want to both be cheating on each other at the same time. Like what's the coincidence?
Yeah. Right.
Like the coincidence of that to both be unhappy in your relationship at the same time where you're cheating on each other but both masking it. Like what a show.
Oh my god. Well, I think that's all, folks.
That's all for that one.
All right. Well, we'll see you guys back next week for another story.
Thank you for having me.
Oh,
it's been very, very interesting.
It's nice to have you back already.
Yeah.
You're a natural. So, all right, Chick Chatters. We'll see you next week.
See you next week. Chit chat.
Chick chat.